Did you hear what happened?
Don't you dare piss on something. Off you go! Good day to you.
How's it going here in Grund? Anything new?
Well, nothing much, I fear. Day after day after day, things remain the same. Which is a good thing, actually. If you're looking for work, you should look elsewhere.
I'd like to buy a horse. Are you in charge of the local stables?
Aye, but they don't belong to me anymore. When my old man died, I had to sell them. Volkmar's in charge here, and all he cares about is that the horses pull well and that he has his coin for booze. So if you've got serious business, talk to me alone. Got that? Don't give anything to Volkmar. You might as well hand your coin straight to the innkeeper.
I already have a horse. What will happen to it?
I'll take a look at it and take its value off the price of the new one. I'm sure we'll find some use for him. And if you have a good, strong specimen, well, you might even make a bit of coin out of it. Aye, we have some fine horses here. But I wouldn't choose one just by its color. They're in the pasture out back. Did you see him?
I took a look at them.
Tell me then, which one took your fancy?
I've changed my mind. Tell me again about the local stables.
The Grun stable has a long and rich tradition linked to the local mines. They say that the great King Otakar II himself chose horses for battle here. He knew our horses would be strong and brave because they spent most of their lives underground or pulling loads. The only kind of horse I'll sell you is the saddle kind, and believe me, I'll be making sure you're on good terms with the locals. If that's the case, even our horses can come out cheaper. Of course, we also exchange horses, so I can offer a few that aren't local. And if that still isn't good enough for you...
We can always negotiate.
That's right. Shall we get down to it then?
I'd like my horse bathed, brushed, and its hooves and tack cleaned.
As you wish, but it will take some time.
What if I offered you this much? It's just a horse washing after all. Is this enough?
That's not enough. That works for me. Why not?
Here you go then.
Now then, where is this beauty of yours? You can get going now.
How was your trip?
Greetings to you.
What are you doing here?
Hey?
What? So it's you?
Sorry. Sit and bark.
Right? What was that? What's that I hear?
What is it you need?
Hey! Go away!
Mutt! Go! Ka! Ja! 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 Go! Come on. Whoa.
Fucking nothing. Again.
What have you found, boy? Ka! 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 Quick!
You have a kind of
Good day to you.
Hey, Tomlin. People around here tell me you have a thunderstone.
People say all sorts of things.
They also say if I beat you in a fight, it's mine.
Those days are over. There was a time I'd put it up for grabs in fights with cocky fools. That much is true. I even had a couple of craftsmen come from the burg to try their luck. But everyone got a thrashing. Well, then I decided to retire. It didn't seem right. And my conscience was getting the better of me. Well, as for you, you've cut the locals down to size. Impressive work. So there's nothing here for you now. But if those fists of yours are still itching, you could try your luck over in Miskovitz. Blood runs hot in those lads, so you'll fit right in like a thumb up an arse. And if you're as stupid as you are brave, there's a shit pit in the burg they call the Hole. They're hard as nails there. Beat the shit out of each other with iron gloves. Fucked up if you ask me, but each to his own.
Look, that's all very well, but it's you I'm here to fight. For the Thunderstone.
Fuck's sake. You're a bleeding half-wit, aren't ya? Let's try again. I'm not fighting for the stone anymore. I found it. It's mine. I'm keeping it.
I want to see the stone first.
You what? Don't you believe me? Everyone here knows I have it.
Well, exactly. Everybody knows you have it, so why not show it to me? Besides, I've never seen a magic Thunderstone, and here's my chance. I may never have another.
All right. Have it your way, then. Here it is. Almost as smooth as glass, and pointed at the end. It fits into your hand just right.
Wait, is this really it?
Of course.
I don't think it is.
Well, I think you know fuck all about it, and you wouldn't recognize a thunderstone if it dropped out of the sky onto your head.
Oh no, wait. I read something about that. How was it? A thunderstone, otherwise known as fulgur conditum, is an earthly mass struck by lightning, which then conceals itself within. This stone lies buried deep under the earth before ascending to the surface after 7 days. A round hole is punched in the stone itself by the thunderbolt. But your stone has no hole.
Oh, you're a scholar, are ya?
Well, I learned enough to spot when someone tries to hoodwink me with a rock they picked up in a creek.
I didn't mean to deceive ya.
Stop fucking me around. I need to find the Thunderstone. Do you have it or not?
I don't have it now. I really did find a Thunderstone. And I had it right up until the other day when it was stolen. I didn't want word to get out because I'd look like a right fool. So I acted like nothing happened. I'm sorry for leading you on. I didn't mean any harm.
And do you have any idea who might have stolen it from you?
If you ask me, it was that Hansel from Rabosh and his little mate Peter. They were ever so curious about it right before it disappeared.
And you didn't do anything about it?
Of course I fucking did. I went to wring their necks, but they disappeared like the steam from my piss. They must have seen me and bolted, which only confirmed my suspicions. I haven't had any luck finding them since then, though, and I don't have time to chase them around the countryside. I have the farm to take care of.
All right. I'll have a look for them.
Well, when you get to Rabosh, take the main road away from the fortress until you reach the first farm on the right. There are hired hands there. That much I found out. If you find the stone, please bring it back to me. I'll make sure you're well rewarded. You have my word. I was the one who found it, so by rights, it's mine. It was destined for me. To mess with fate would only bring bad luck and misfortune.
Tell me, how did you come by the stone in the first place?
That's a secret.
If you came by it honestly, why be so secretive about it?
I'm not hiding anything. I'm just not one to brag, that's all. And until it's back in my hands, I don't want to talk about it.
I can appreciate that. But sharing a story isn't exactly bragging.
All right, then. I found it a couple of years back in a field outside Billany. On the way to Wizard Quarry. You probably know the place. I was going to take a shortcut through the woods, but there'd been a hell of a storm about a week before. It tore off roofs, carried away some shepherds' huts, even toppled the tower on those fortifications at Kuttenberg. And it very nearly flushed us out of here too. A proper act of God it was. Well, the forest was a complete mess, so I couldn't go that way. So I decided I'd go through the field. And all of a sudden, I stumble over something. And what do I see? A thunderstone right under my foot. Stroke of luck it was.
Here, Mutt. Here you go. Take it. Aye, come here. Look what I have for you. Look what I have for you. Here you go. Take it. Come here, boy. Here, Mutt. Quick. Quick! God! God! Can I spend the night here? Just the one night's enough. All I need is to spend the night.
Forgive me, sir, unless you want to sleep on the hay.
That doesn't matter. I'd even be happy to pay for that bed of hay. Is there something interesting around here?
You mean besides the army camp on the hill?
Something tells me you're not exactly happy about it.
What can I tell you? As soon as the army appeared in the county, the folk of Apatovitz were doomed.
What do you mean?
It used to be a peaceful village. Everyone minding their own business, helping each other. And have you seen what it looks like now?
I just saw remains of an abandoned village. It wasn't a pretty sight.
Exactly. A deserted and empty place, with a burnt-out ruin where there used to be a cottage. It'd make you cry.
Who's responsible for the burned-out cottage in Apatovitz?
Devil only knows. Maybe bandits or some other rabble. Maybe they were looking for something valuable. Or they wanted to take it by force.
The soldiers did that. Did they attack the village?
There was no attack. People just chose to leave on their own. I can't even imagine. You spend your whole life building something, and then you just leave it all behind. But it's probably better than waiting for someone to come and take everything from you.
And why do you stay here?
I live away from the village, so I was spared the ugliness.
So you were lucky, weren't you?
You think? That one camp pillaged the whole county. They cut down a big chunk of the forest to build fortifications. And to feed all those hungry mouths, they hunted down everything that moved. There's no game left. There used to be deer, wild boar and hares. So many you couldn't count them all. And now, nothing.
I think I'll go back to Apatovitz. Should I watch out for anything in particular?
I wouldn't do that if I were you. Who knows what kind of rabble has taken up residence in those ruins?
Who lived there before? Did you know the people who lived here well?
You bet I did. There was an old man. We called him Honeypot. He had a lot of beehives in his yard. Everyone used to buy honey from him, but few knew that he made the best mead far and wide. Damn. I miss that old geezer.
Who lived in the house that burned down?
That's probably the saddest thing of all. The young married couple. They didn't have much, but they worked hard to save up some coin. I really hope they've gone someplace safe. They should be taking care of their babes, not scared for their lives.
You're right. I shouldn't push my luck.
That's right. You're young, and it would be a shame.
Show me your wares. talk about the price.
Very well.
How's this?
You really won't convince me like this. You'll convince me with that price. I was glad to be of help to you, good sir.
Ah, quick!
Put that thing away, you lout! Do it now, before you hurt someone! That's what I thought. Hey, put that weapon away! Do it now, or we're going to have a problem. That's what I thought. Be on your way.
Good boy. Good boy. Look what I have for you. Look what I have for you. So,
In the south, I saw a land without end, all covered in sand, hot and dry, with no fresh water. In the north, there's a land all covered with snow and rock, where it's always night and green stars.
Excuse me.
God bless you.
Come here. Look what I have for you.
What are you doing here? You've no business here. That's right. Ah! What happened here? Very odd. It must be over now. Whatever it was.
I've traveled the whole world, and now I will tell you the amazing things I've seen and experienced. In the south, I saw a land without end, all covered in sand, hot and dry, with no fresh water.
Who's that? You've no business here.
They have neither head.
I never want to see you here again without permission.
What the hell is that?
I must have been mistaken. Sorry.
Look what I have for you.
Auf dem Gras, ich blicke gen dein Fenster. Könnte ich jetzt schon eigentlich von deinem Bett befreien?
Brave, Guter. Ganz brav.
I heard they're going to cut down the old oak at the crossroads.
Oh no. Why? A lovely tree like that? It's a nice place to rest with your partner by the summer. The only bit of shade far and wide.
That's just it. Some noble was resting under it. Not for shade. Because it was pissing down.
All the more reason to leave it be, you know.
Aye. But the weather had been stormy for a few days. So one of the branches snapped and fell off. Nothing happened to the noble, but it broke his horse's back.
And that... pissed him off and he wants his revenge?
He complained to the bailiff.
Here you go. Take it.
Greetings, how can I help?
I need to find a Thunderstone, and I heard you might know of one.
Oh yeah? Who told you that then?
Some wayfarer in a tavern.
Really? Which one?
In Suchdol.
Shit, so Andrew's already mouthing off.
What Andrew?
Andrew Ramhead. Haven't you heard of him?
No. And not to repeat myself, but what I heard is you have a certain Thunderstone.
I haven't got a fucking Thunderstone and I never did. It was all Hensel's idea. And he had it on him the whole time too. And before you ask, no, Hensel's not here. Andrew is holding him captive.
Oh, for fuck's sake, I'm missing something here, and it's not just the stone. So tell me, what the fuck happened?
We wanted to butcher Andrew Ramhead's band of pillagers. But that's easier said than done. So Hensel got the idea that we could borrow Tomlin Bruthen's magic stone from him to help us fight them like, but Tomlin wasn't having it, so we filched it without him knowing, and then set off after those bandits. But everything went to shit. They caught Hensel and almost killed me and Stislav. So, you come a bit late for that fucking stone. Not that it brought us any luck anyway. If I were you, I'd give it up as a lost cause.
How did your assault go?
Hensel led the way. There was him, me, and Stislav. We wore padded doublets and took hunting knives and axes. Stislav had a bow too. We got within earshot when it all went to shit. Stislav stumbled and yelped. Then they noticed us. After that, everything happened so fast. We charged at them, Hensel up front with us behind. Arrows started raining down. They all missed Hensel, but I was shot in the arm. It hurt like hell. I was screaming and scared shitless. So I took to my heels. I met back here with Stislav. They chased him, but he being so lightly dressed and them in armor, they couldn't keep up.
How many of them were there?
I'd say 5, 6.
You went up against 6 of them?
Of course not. We waited for some of them to go on patrol. That left just 3, though heavily armored they were. If we'd caught them by surprise, it might have worked.
Why did you want to kill them?
Why? To stop them doing mischief round here. We wanted to help the village. We could hide in fear and moan, or do something about it. And we also wanted to make a bit of a name for ourselves among the locals.
That was pretty foolish.
You don't say. You think I haven't heard enough of that?
Where's Stislav, anyway?
I don't know. He was a bundle of nerves after what happened. Packed up and left. I've no idea where he went, and I don't blame him. I'm not exactly doing great myself. It really pissed Andrew off, and now he's even nastier to the villagers than before.
Who is this Andrew Ramhead?
A mercenary commander from King Sigismund's army. He's been ordered to guard the roads with his men. Or so he says. But apart from that, they also carry out raids, rob the people, mug merchants and steal cattle. And they make the peasants pay tribute. And of course, after our fuck-up, they've turned the screws and are demanding even more. Another reason for everyone round here to hate me.
What about the Lord in these parts? I mean, there's a fortress here, so we must have plenty of men-at-arms.
Well, the Lord has decreed that no action is to be taken. He says it's better to put up with these fuckers than to flush them out, because that might raise King Sigismund's hackles and he'd only dispatch more troops. That's what I heard anyway.
Where can I find this, Andrew?
Are you fucking with me?
No. I'm sorry about what happened to you, but I badly need to find that stone. You don't just lose something like that. And from what you said, it seems I don't have much choice.
I'm telling you, that stone's cursed. Weren't you listening to me?
Can you hear yourself? You attacked a band of hardened mercenaries. Anyone else would have paid for that with their life, but not one of you was killed. Not to mention that this Hensel, the one with the stone, wasn't hit by a single arrow. But you were.
Sakura, I never thought of it that way. You know, you might be right.
You see? Now tell me where this camp of theirs is.
You'll come across some ponds between Raborsk and Bohunjovic. Near one of them, there's a fork where wayfarers sometimes camp if they're stuck for a place to stay. From that fork, follow the water downstream, and you should find the ruins of an old mill.
And that's where they're holding Hensel? The one with the stone?
Yeah, there. But if I were you, I'd stay off the path. Take the hill and nip through the woods. You'll get to some rocks overlooking the mill. You'll have a bird's eye view of everything from there. That's the way we went too. But make sure they don't spot you. There's a good chance they've upped their guard after our attack.
Sound advice. Thanks.
Look, what's your plan anyway?
Well, I'm thinking if I can find Andrew, I'll find Hensel. And then I'll finally get to the bottom of this shit with the Thunderstone.
Just be careful, because Andrew's a cunning fucker. Look, since you're going there anyway, I know I'm not in a position to ask you for anything, but still, do you think you could rescue Hensel?
Why doesn't the local lord do it?
Because he doesn't give a shit, for Christ's sake. He cares nothing for the likes of us, understand? Hensel's just a stable boy who toils with his hands. No lord's going to do a deal with Andrew for him.
And how, pray, do you expect me to do that?
I don't know, just something. Because if you don't, I don't know who will. Andrew's a greedy bastard. Some coin might do it. Or you could sneak in quietly and slip back out with Hensel.
How about I just kill them all?
Oh, I thought best not to suggest that. You know how we ended up. But, you know, whatever you think's best. It's just, they're pretty tough and well armed, you know.
I'll manage somehow. But the whole thing's getting so messy, it's almost like the stone's power is interfering somehow. But if I find a way, I'll help Hensel.
Thank you so much! May all the saints be with you, and I hope you have better luck than we did.
Here you go. Take it.